Welcome to Movie Chronicles with the Pal Bros. Now, I know there seems to be an endless spiral of bad stories coming from Hollywood, and we may see Hollywood as the dumpster fire that it is, but it is true. We still love movies. That being said, we desire the destruction and death of Hollywood and the end of the reign of the evil and corrupt men and women telling these awful stories. We desire a rebirth of the film industry through the telling of good stories that lead to Christ being glorified and one day reigning over the film industry. If you wish to support us in our mission, head over to patreon.com/thepowellbros or follow the link in the show notes. There you'll gain access to our exclusive show, The Powell Bros Mini Reviews, as well as early access to both Movie Chronicles and movie reviews by the Powell Bros. And now, on with the show.
Welcome to the Movie Chronicles with the Powell Bros. We're excited as always. I just love this podcast, this show, being able to do this, just really low key, talk about what's going on in the world of Hollywood and indie films, and have some fun on the film as well. Kind of nerd out for a little bit at the end, and I think I enjoy this one a lot. So, how you doing, Tobiah?
Yeah, for sure. Doing good.
I'm your host.
Yeah, no, this one's fun.
One of your hosts, Trent.
Yep.
With my other
other
host,
one.
Tobiah.
Yep.
What are we talking about today?
Cool.
There's not a whole lot, but there's some things.
Yeah. I don't have a whole lot. I mean, just like the big thing, which would be the Deadpool and Wolverine trailer, the full trailer, because the other one was just a teaser. So we got our full trailer,
the official trailer,
and just one other neat little fact. But other than that, what do you got?
Obviously talk about the Wolverine trailer. We just found out today that they're gonna. Heard someone talk about this like a few months ago, but this year, as it pertains to movies, like we're getting about like maybe half of the amount of movies as we usually get. And you could just, even right in the last few months, you can tell there's hardly anything really coming out compared to most years. And, we're getting close to summer, and there's a few good ones coming out this summer and a few big ones like Deadpool and Wolverine, but there's not a lot. What studios have been doing is they're re-releasing all their films that are big hits with people like, Paramount. Not Paramount, Columbia Studios. I think is that Columbia? It's the parent, or it's the company that Sony owns that did all
that's
first
Columbia.
Columbia.
Columbia
Okay.
Pictures.
Yeah. So they're re-releasing all the Spider-Man films. It's their 100th year anniversary. So they did Spider-Man 1. They're doing it every Monday. Spider-Man 1 was 2 weeks ago. Spider-Man 2 was this past Monday, and Spider-Man 3, and then Amazing Spider-Man, and then all the Tom Holland films. They're just re-releasing them, and we also found out that they released the first Spider-Man movie, and it made $800,000 on opening day. That's not. I mean, it's not crazy, but it's pretty solid. I mean, it just shows. And it's on a Monday, just one release. People like old stuff. They like They like the nostalgia. There's a big nostalgia factor because this is the next generation. So the people like me who watched the Spider-Man movies in theaters as kids are now getting to take their kids to go see the Spider-Man movies. Like that's a big deal, and so it's cool that they're doing that. But it's also showing that there's not Hollywood doesn't have much to offer this year, and a lot of it's because of the strike and whatnot. But it's kind of nice because we get a lot of old stuff and a lot of things that are actually good. Kind of takes us back to the glory days, sort of.
Yeah.
But as I was saying, we just found out that they're going to be this summer releasing all the Lord of the Rings films and apparently releasing the extended cuts, which is going to be awesome. Because from what I know, they've never put the extended cuts in theaters. So
yeah, I mean, so I watched it would have been Return of the King. I think it was must have been the 25th anniversary.
Yeah.
Just last year, I went and saw that in theaters.
Right.
That was really cool.
But that was theatrical.
But it wasn't. It wasn't that's the theatrical release, not the extended edition.
So
So
I'm ready to sit through 3-4 hour films and eat 2 buckets of popcorn and have a great time.
Yeah,
I'm doing it.
yeah,
That'd be a
for
treat.
sure.
Oh, come on. Just seeing Return of the King in theaters is going to be incredible. I can't wait.
For sure.
That'll be fun. I can't wait.
Yeah.
So.
Well, speaking of these movies that are coming out, so Spider-Man 2, just this last Monday, they made $805,000, almost $1 million on a Monday with one screening.
Yeah.
1 day of screening.
Isn't that what the first one made?
Oh, I don't know what the first one made.
Oh, okay.
What I saw was just for the second one.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what I was talking about. So, anyways.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. So like Fathom Events are putting on these movies and releasing like the Lord of the Rings, and they've been really like in my theater. I'm assuming it's in even like I have a Regal. This is probably AMC as well, but they've been releasing all the Christopher Nolan films. So Inception was put in theaters this last week. They're doing Interstellar, Dunkirk, the Dark Knight movies, and everything. I haven't had an opportunity to see any of them because they're on Wednesdays, and I don't really have time to do it on Wednesday. So, but I didn't have. Besides, like I said, we'll talk about the Deadpool and Wolverine trailer in a minute, but don't have a whole lot. There's not there's not a crazy amount happening at this moment.
Yeah, no.
I feel like there was something.
I think we have a lot to talk about with Deadpool because we got to talk about our opinions of Deadpool.
Let's jump into it. What you think of the trailer?
What's your? No, I was gonna say, what's your opinion of Deadpool? Just Deadpool in general.
Deadpool. Oh boy, I think. I mean, there's not much redeemable about his character. I mean, this
is kind of like sorry, I know I'm just jumping in right away, but this is kind of like Breaking Bad. Like we've kind of talked about it. Like it's something that's well made and an interesting character, but it's just a not a good person. Like just
no, he's not, and
it's not a good story.
But I think the thing with Deadpool is they play it off for laughs, and they don't portray him as a good person. Well, they portray him as a flawed character who's willing to just kill really anyone. I mean, sort of. I mean, he's an anti-hero. They try to give him a character arc and give him reasons to be a good guy, even though he's not always a good guy. But and he's a comedic character. Like he makes you laugh and he cracks jokes. He's also, but of course, he's very vulgar and inappropriate.
Well, even like when what you were saying, like most of the time he's not even being like a good guy. Like other than like, I mean, he only kills like bad guys, but he's like killing them like without any hesitation and just nonchalantly just going out without. He enjoys it. He enjoys the killing of the bad guys. But he is killing the bad guys, so like technically, but there's just not like he's really, but in true morality, like he's just not a good guy.
No, he's not. And I don't think he's necessarily supposed to be like they're not portraying him as this great morally, role model
for sure
that people should follow. He's a superhero, comic book superhero that makes people laugh.
He does save people.
You don't take it seriously.
He's out to save. He's out to save the innocent, and
like
that's a good thing.
In this trailer, the story they're telling is that what looks like is he's made some mistakes. Like he messed with time, and he's gonna have to own up to those mistakes and take responsibility for it. And so he has to go get Wolverine, who's a broken, beat up character who let his world go to his world get destroyed, and now Deadpool is. He is put in a place where he now needs to save his world, I guess. So like they're portraying him as like a hero in this one, and he's even gonna try and even save Wolverine, in a sense, save him from himself, and they're going to give Wolverine a character arc as well, as he's,
For sure.
coming, he's going to be a redeemed character by the end because he's broken now and so forth. So at the start of the film, he's a broken character. So
Yeah.
but you're right. Like, Deadpool's not like a good person. Like, he's not a good guy or good character to follow. And at the same time, like,
and you're right. They do point that out, and they make that clear. And so it's not quite as bad as Breaking Bad, where it's just a bad guy making bad choices, leading himself to destruction and doing everything for himself. Whereas this is just like a bad guy.
The audience is supposed to see him as a good guy.
Yeah.
So
yeah, right.
Which, I mean,
right.
But Deadpool, like, he is the hero in the movie, so they are kind of doing that. They're kind of portraying him as like, this is the good guy that we should root for. But he's also a piece of crap. So I don't know.
Yeah. There's a lot of things, like, if we ever get to reviewing Deadpool, there's a lot to unpack in those movies, and
there is,
and just his character,
right.
and
there's
there's entertaining there's entertaining parts of these movies, and there's
it's for
things
comic
that
book
keep
nerds,
us in it.
Who love to see
sure.
comic book characters,
especially
on
this movie coming up.
Yes, this is
Deadpool Wolverine.
It's taken over 20 years, but we're finally getting Wolverine in the blue and yellow suit. I don't know why it's taken that long, but Hugh Jackman finally did it.
Yeah,
even though he's like really old. But he looks great. Like, I think he definitely, he bulked up for this role, and he's gonna give it his all. Like, he looks fine. There is that one scene where it's a flashback, and I think they de-aged him in the trailer. It looks like a de-aging, but other than that, like, I think he looks pretty good.
Yeah. So we finally got to see. I mean, maybe someone knew who the villain was. I never knew who the villain was, but I guess it's
I didn't know
Xavier's twin sister.
It's a twin sister. Yeah, isn't it just sister? I don't think it's. She's pretty young, so she probably wouldn't be a twin sister.
Maybe just sister. Evil sister.
Yeah.
Cassandra Nova is her name.
Yeah.
And we see her good bit in this trailer.
Right.
And get to see that.
Do they really even tell us what her motivation is?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I mean, I think I only watched the trailer once, so.
Okay. Yeah.
So a couple times. They might have, but I didn't see what exactly her motivations are.
Right.
And there's quite a bit that happened in that trailer for sure. We actually saw Wolverine. I mean, we hadn't seen him yet.
Yeah, I was surprised
because he wasn't in the
Wolverine
teaser.
Was prominent throughout this entire trailer when he was he wasn't even in really the first trailer.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the purpose of that was. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's like they gave us a Deadpool trailer and now they gave us a Wolverine trailer.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we saw the giant Ant-Man.
Yeah.
That was dead.
So that
was cool.
Yeah, I guess that's like straight out of the comics. Like dead Ant-Man.
Yeah.
It should be interesting. And then in that scene where the mask is opening up, you have a bunch of the X-Men characters from First Class. So there's like Zazel.
Yeah, I saw that.
The Pyro guy. There's a couple others, but they were all
not First Class. X2.
Well, Zazel, the red Nightcrawler. He's from First Class.
Oh yeah.
And then
he was also an X2. The girl with the long claws.
Oh, yeah, she's
X2.
Oh,
the fire guy, X2. They're all X2 characters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. And then they have that car with the flaming the flames on it that they're driving, and it's also in that scene with the Ant-Man mask. So I don't know what that's supposed to be. If it's supposed to be Ghost Rider. What's his car? Like a car, maybe.
Oh, huh. I missed that.
Some people were saying that it's Red Skull's car because it's the same car, but it has like flames on it, so it's.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if they added some stuff to it. That's all I know. I don't know.
Yeah. No,
it's interesting. It like I said, the movie. It looks like a fun movie.
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds like in real life they have really good chemistry. They're just good buddies, and they play off each other really well, and they do a good job at just mocking one another, and just being like brothers. And I think that's gonna do really well in this. That's gonna come out really well in this film. So it'll be fun to see, and it'll just be a pretty funny movie, I guess.
Yeah, for sure.
And like I don't know, not
yeah,
a lot.
like we said, like he's a bad guy, but he does save the innocent, and if you focus on that, like that's good. But he is a bad guy, and you're not supposed to. He's not supposed to be a role model by any means, and I don't think they ever make it seem like he is a role model. And and yeah, they do, like, he is just a joke, like people just, he is there to just be laughed at.
Right.
And I think that's good.
Pretty much.
Yeah. And then the trailer ends with the portal opening up, the Doctor Strange portal, and then jumping through it.
Yeah. What if they go to the end game fight at the end?
Yeah.
They show up.
That would be
everyone
hilarious.
just stops and looks at them.
Yeah. Oh man.
Who knows what they're gonna do? It's gonna be a massive cameo fest.
It's gonna be a wild ride for sure.
Oh my goodness. It's gonna be crazy. Apparently, so did you hear that? Spoilers. Henry Cavill is supposed to be a Wolverine variant in this.
Huh.
Like confirmed. Like he's Oh
really?
Okay, so it's a rumor that's like most likely confirmed.
Yeah.
So that would be interesting.
Huh.
He'll show up, and I guarantee you, Deadpool will say, "I loved you as I loved you as Superman."
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of DC and Superman, Jason Momoa was in Bozeman.
Oh yeah.
So he's partnering with a Montana liquor company, and he made a tequila with them. So he was here to promote his tequila, and he went to the liquor store and did like pictures and signings and everything. And I didn't go. I didn't care that much, but
yeah.
I know some people that went and met him, so it's interesting.
Oh, that's cool.
So
that's funny.
So Jason Momoa was in Montana.
Oh, we also got it's like the dog Deadpool.
I think it's
ugly
Dogpool.
Dog. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
the ugliest dog.
Well, there's
gonna be all kinds of weird stuff.
There's gonna be a lot of Deadpool variants as well.
Yeah.
So this is still a Marvel movie, and Marvel's track record right now is not great at all. So it's gonna be interesting. Like
sure.
I think it's gonna be it's gonna be a huge hit. It's gonna make a lot of money. It's gonna have a lot of hype around it, but it's not gonna change anything. Like, Marvel's still going to be Marvel. The only hope that this movie has is the fact that Ryan Reynolds has been given a lot of creative control over it. He's a producer of this film, and they gave him a lot of freedom to pretty much run wild.
Well, if you think about I think it was the last good Marvel movie would have been Guardians 3.
Yeah.
And
that
was
change
James
anything?
Gunn. Like
No,
but James Gunn had control over it. So it's like that's where like we have hope that like maybe this will be better than all the other crap we've been getting.
Yeah.
And honestly, just did that, like the CGI looks far better than the CGI we've gotten. We saw in that trailer. Was
Wolverine's
far better
claws when he's in his suit, and it just and he had like the glove and everything. It looks perfect.
Yeah.
Like it's just straight out of the comic books. It just looks so good.
Yeah.
So I mean, I can nerd out. Like it's gonna be fun. I'm mostly excited to see Wolverine. Actually, I don't care that much about Deadpool. Like, yes, he's a very vulgar character. He's not a good role model. I think Ryan Reynolds is funny, but I also know that it's like, okay, he's also really inappropriate, and also that is oftentimes blasphemous as well. So there's a lot of issues with that. But I like Hugh Jackman and I like Wolverine, So I'm excited to see what they're going to do with him in this movie. So.
Yeah.
Granted, we're getting
sure.
another broken, old, washed up superhero, or not just superhero, just old washed up man character, which
Yeah.
for some reason Marvel loves, or Disney loves to do. Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, Indiana Jones. I'm sure there's many other examples, but it's getting a little old, but it's what it is.
Yeah.
With Wolverine, it makes sense, and I'm okay with it for the most part.
Yeah.
Well, so that's the other thing is like, I wonder if there's gonna be a twist where this is actually the Wolverine from the Fox X-Men, and the Fox X-Men are getting the whole world like ended or something, which is kind of potentially because you have that 20th Century Fox sign and whatnot.
Yeah.
So
this
who knows?
very well could be. Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. And it makes sense that like he got his suit because it was like the final battle to save their universe or something, and they lost.
Right. Something
kind of
like
the Thanos fight in the second Doctor Strange movie, where they fought and they won. Wait, they won that fight, didn't they?
Yeah, they killed.
Never mind. But
Thanos.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. So,
but Doctor Strange went evil or whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, just like there was probably a final battle and they lost, and and that's when he got his suit, and he was supposed to be the one to save them, and he didn't. Something along those lines, I'm sure.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. But like I said, it's not going to change anything with Marvel. Like, I mean, there might be a big twist that like it like resets. Well, what they should do. So what they're doing is they're doing Deadpool kills the Fox X-Men. Like that's basically the story. What they should do is Deadpool kills the MCU. like legit, like they should. Like, like just have a complete reset after this. Because everything you've done has been a complete mess. It's been awful. Do a reset. Deadpool kills the MCU. Go super meta and just have him break the fourth wall and talk about how terrible how terrible Phase 4 was, and make She-Hulk jokes and everything, and Marvel's jokes about the Marvels and everything. Just go all out and then start over. Because it's like, I guess kind of to shift a little bit, the next big Marvel movie that is also supposed to be a reset is Captain America Brave New World. So it's the fourth Captain America movie. That has had like 3 reshoots, like complete. The movie's going to be a disaster. They've had to go back and reshoot the whole film at least once, and I think they're still doing a bunch of reshoots, including rewrites and all these things. And I don't know. It's supposed to like set up the next phase of Marvel, but I don't see it doing much or being any good.
Yeah, no.
Who knows?
Yeah, and then we have Fantastic Four after that, which is just going to be another disaster. And I mean, it might actually do well, but maybe it won't be a good movie. Right. It won't be a good story. I don't think. No. I did hear rumors though that there will be a male Silver Surfer.
Really?
I don't know where I heard that, but yeah. I heard rumors that there was going to be a male Silver Surfer.
Interesting.
So the girl Silver Surfer could just be a variant of...
Well, no, because the girl isn't... She's not Silver Surfer. She's a... In the
right. A love but she has the Silver Surfer.
She has the
Silver Surfer mantle, yeah.
Yeah.
She holds the mantle of Silver Surfer. That's not what I'm saying, but I'm saying like... Okay, yeah, I guess. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
So yeah, but there could be 2 Silver Surfers.
Right.
Is what I'm saying.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like they should have just announced that, like saying that.
Yeah.
Well, we're bringing a female, but alongside this actor who's playing the male Silver Surfer. Like.
Yeah. For sure.
So who knows? We'll see.
I think I also think that I think the Fantastic Four movie is going to be related to the multiverse or something. Still, they're just holding that
probably
back,
will be,
and so there's a lot more to it. I think that we just haven't heard.
Right.
But yeah. Do you have anything else along these lines? Because we can do one of your segments, or there's one topic that I was thinking we could kind of digest.
What do you got?
I just want to talk about spoilers because just in general as a topic, do you think spoilers matter?
What do you mean? Like, in what way?
I don't think spoilers really matter.
Really?
There's very specific cases where I think it really matters. Like sometimes it could be like, oh dang, why did you spoil that? Because it was kind of like the point of the whole story. But for most part, like say in Deadpool 3, like that Iron Man was going to be in it. Like if somebody told you that Iron Man was going to be in it, should you really care that much? I'd be like, oh, that's a spoiler.
When it comes to cameos,
I think that doesn't really matter.
Right. Like No Way Home. When No Way Home is about to come out, if it was never leaked, if you had absolutely no idea that the other two Spider-Man were going to be in it, and someone told you that, oh hey, guess what? Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are going to be in this. Like I think that would be a pretty big spoiler because it has to do with the plot.
Right.
Granted, does it change the film? Does it change? I think it just changes your initial experience, which is a big part of watching a movie. Like the first experience ingesting the film and learning about the story, learning about the plot, the twists and turns. Like here, what if I came to you and said, "Hey, I have this movie. It's kind of a horror movie. It's a horror movie concept that I have, and it's about this this kid who can see dead people, and he meets this older man who or I'm blanking on the plot of the story, but anyways, but what if I spoiled it and told you that the guy that the main character in this story that this kid meets is actually dead all along, and you don't find out until the end?
I mean, see, that's where I'm. Like in a movie like that, like I don't think it really matters. Like it doesn't change the story. It'll ruin the first time you watch it, but it won't ruin the story.
Right.
Because like I've seen the movie a ton of times after the first time I watched it, and it's still great every single time.
Right, but something like with The Sixth Sense, like the story is being told in such a way that you're not supposed to know that the characters actually been dead all along until the end. So that's the story.
So there's movies like that
because
I think
the kid doesn't know that, so and you're following the kid and seeing the movie from his perspective for the most part, and so you want to get his perspective from the beginning.
The kid does know that he's dead the whole time. That's the point, is that that's why the kid was scared of him the first time he saw him. And all that. So he does.
Sure. Okay.
So it is actually only for the audience.
Okay.
But there are other movies like I can't think of any particular examples, like a whodunit movie, like a murder mystery. Like if you spoil like who the murderer was, then that kind of ruins it. Right. I also don't really like watching murder mysteries more than once. I like some I'll watch again. Like I liked like Glass Onion and stuff. Knives Out, like those two movies, Rian Johnson movies.
Knives Out's good. Glass Onion, I can't remember.
But
I remember not liking Glass Onion very much. I can't remember what it was though. I like Knives Out.
Yeah, I meant to say Knives Out. Okay. I don't think I've seen Glass Onion more than once. I saw it once when it came out. Seen it once, I don't remember if it's a good movie or not. I'm not endorsing it or anything. But like movies like that, like if you spoil it, like that's kind of like defeats the whole purpose of the entire movie. But whereas like The Sixth Sense, it doesn't destroy the whole purpose of the movie. The whole purpose of the movie isn't to figure out that he was dead the whole time. Like, it's a big reveal, but it's also not destroying the story. Like, there's still a story there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it is a case-by-case thing. Right. Like, Does it destroy the story? Does it ruin the story if you spoil it? Or could it really destroy your first time viewing it? And I think other than those two things, I don't think it really matters.
Sure. Right, because I mean but that's the only reason why spoilers would matter is because of your first time experience. Because after you've seen it, then spoilers don't matter. So I would say because of that, they do matter because you're
right.
If you create a film, if you produce a film and give it and have someone watch it, like you want them to experience the twists and turns and experience the plot and story, experience the dark night of the soul, and feel the weight of, knowing that, these characters are in danger. Like if you find out before the movie starts that, this person, this main character dies, in right before the third act, it's like, it's going to change how you view the movie the first time, for the most part.
Yeah, no, for sure.
You're waiting for them to die.
Yes, I agree.
And so it's a less of emotional impact when you, as far as the first time you're experiencing a movie, because I think like a lot of these movies that we've been watching, like there's a good amount of them that we don't want to watch again. We don't care about watching again. Actually, that's not even that actually doesn't really make my point. But I say in general, movies are made for that first time experience.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, I agree. So. No, I take it back. Yeah, I think spoilers do matter.
Okay,
cool.
but it's not that
good,
like. But I get.
I wanted to digest it. Yeah.
I get what you're saying, and yes, finding out that such and such is going to be in Deadpool and Wolverine, I don't care that much. Granted,
I just feel like I think spoilers have gone a little too far. It's like you can barely talk about a movie, and then someone's like, "Oh, spoilers,"
Yeah.
And
I think I can get that. And
people just need to calm down a bit.
I agree with that.
Just be like, it. Yeah.
Definitely.
For sure. So. Cool. All right. Did you want to do a one of your segments?
Sure. Let's do it.
Okay.
So I'll give you an option here.
Hot takes.
Well, I have some questions that we could ask, like complete nerdy, nerdfest questions, or we could do the pick 1 through 5 and give me a hot take.
Can you give me an example of the questions?
So like, what's your favorite score in a superhero film, or something like that?
Oh. I see what you're saying. Yeah, we can do one of those.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to do that one or...
What's your favorite lightsaber battle in Star Wars?
Oh, definitely Anakin and Obi-Wan in Revenge of the Sith.
Okay. See, so I that one's like tied for first for me, because I think Return of the Jedi, Luke and Vader fight at the end, just because of how much how heavy that fight. Well, it's like, okay, so there's a lot riding on that one, but there's also a lot riding on the Anakin Obi-Wan fight. But
the one with Anakin and Obi-Wan, like Obi-Wan is not trying to really kill Anakin. He's trying to save Anakin.
Right.
And so, like, the fact that he's fighting him the whole time, like, that's just, like, wild.
It is.
And there's just so many deep things that are happening. And yeah, it's...
Definitely. Yeah, like I said, it's a tie for me. As far as, like, cool fight action, yeah, that one takes the cake.
Yeah.
But even the Darth Vader and Luke, I think it's just so iconic, and there's just so many aspects of that fight, from beginning to end, that have such an emotional impact, as far as like Luke struggling with the fact that he is having to fight his father in order to save his friends, but he also wants to redeem his father, but he's also having a struggle. He's struggling with his anger and his hatred and that draw to the dark side, and then the moment where he chooses to not kill his father, not kill the Emperor, and to not fight, to put down his sword, to put down his lightsaber, like And that is like I think one of the probably my favorite moments in Star Wars, because he's choosing to not be like his father. And he knows that sacrifice, him giving that up and not giving into the anger and the hatred, is the only chance that he has of saving his father. So his father would see that and whatnot. So, anyways, I just love that fight.
Yeah, no, that's a great fight too. Yeah.
Duel of the Fates, Maul, Obi-Wan, and Qui-Gon, another great fight, and one that has a lot of big impact on the story of Star Wars. I like. I think Dooku and Yoda's fight in Attack of the Clones is a little underrated. I think that's pretty good.
Cool.
Yep. Awesome.
All right.
That's pretty much it.
Yep, that's everything. Yeah. Thank you guys for listening. If you guys want to support us, head over to patreon.com/the Powell Bros. We got a whole plethora of mini reviews over there, and a backlog of like 9 episodes of Movie Chronicles that are not open to the public. So yeah, head over there, give us some support, and it's $5 a month, cheaper than a Netflix subscription.
Far cheaper.
And yeah, way cheaper. And yeah, thank you guys for listening. And yeah, we look forward to doing these, and we look forward to next week as well.
Yeah.
All right. We are out. Thanks.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.